Welcome to Meldon Law and Friends. I'm Jeffrey Meldon, founder and attorney at Meldon Law, and we have a great show for you today. I want to talk a little bit about what's going on. It's fall in north central Florida, and we are having a great time. There's lots of events going on this next week, the following week, and leading up to the third week in October when there's a bunch of amazing things going on. In Meldon Law, we help people put their lives back together after they've been seriously injured in an accident. We've been doing it for 52 years, and we love having our local friends support us, refer their friends and family to us, and it's really rewarding when I get up in the morning, go to the office, and talk with all the great clients that we currently have and those that just come by to say hello. So if you ever are in an accident or know someone who is in an accident, please give us a call at Meldon Law. You can give us a call on the phone number 352-373-8000, or just go to meldonlaw.com and you'll be hooked up immediately. At Meldon Law, we focus on the client experience. Not only do we do a better job than all the rest, but we make the experience for the client the best. And it's very rewarding when people come in at the end of the case and I ask them how their experience was going through a very difficult time. I mean, when you're knocked out of work, you're injured, you're in the hospital, you're going to doctors, it's not fun. All of a sudden, instead of being able to keep up with your bills, you fall behind on your bills. All of those things were dedicated to helping our clients survive, meaning that if in certain circumstances we're able to help them get their bills paid, get their medical bills paid, as well as make sure at the end of the case that they have money in their pocket. We certainly honor our profession. Until you are the victim of a serious accident, it's easy to be cynical and kind of make fun of lawyers. And I make fun of lawyers because I think lawyers advertise too much and it gets over the top for me. However, in order to make sure that there is good service in our community, Meldon Law focuses in on the great client experience that our team provides to everybody in need. Let's get to the most important event coming up in north central Florida in about a couple weeks, and that's the Tom Petty weekend at Heartwood Studios in Gainesville. Meldon Law is sponsoring the three-day festival. Many of you may know that I was Tom Petty's first attorney and have always been a fan of his music. He certainly developed incredible writing style as he grew, and by the late 1970s, Tom was doing amazing work. When I knew him, it was back in the early 70s, and he was just getting started, and we were helping him move forward on his career. And at the time, he was with a group called Mudcrutch. Later, he got together with the Heartbreakers, which actually had two members of Mudcrutch in it. And then he wound up getting back with Mudcrutch some 30 years later and released Mudcrutch 1 and 2. So we're big fans of Tom Petty at Meldon Law, and we would love for you to enjoy the weekend. So let me tell you a few of the artists. It starts on Friday. Now, if you get a VIP ticket, there's actually a private party at the Cade Museum right next to the Heartwood Sound Studios in Gainesville on South Main Street with the Wildflowers exhibit that's going on now at the Cade Museum. Any of you can go there on your own. The party's going to be kind of special because there'll be musicians who are playing at the festival there. Great food, great drink, great company. So check it out. October 20th through the 22nd is the Tom Petty weekend. There's some incredible artists. Some of these artists I have just learned about in the last year or two. A group called Shovels and Rope, which I had never heard. I started listening to them a couple months ago when they signed them to play at the group. It's a man-woman team who put together great songs. They sing beautifully, and I think you'll really enjoy them. One of my favorites is Jake Thistle. A young man, he's probably 20 years old now, maybe 21, and he's been a huge talent ever since he was a young teenager. He actually had met Tom Petty before he passed away, and Jake is an original talent doing a lot of interpretations of Tom Petty's songs. The way Heartwood set up is there's a recording studio inside that holds about 120 people, and then there's an outside staged area with about 2,000 seats. And the inside room is where you'll see Jake Thistle doing a very intimate show and then come out and rock with the big crowd. I really can't tell you how amazing this kid is. Go on YouTube and just put in Jake, Jake, Thistle, Thistle, and you'll see why I'm excited about Jake coming back. He was there last year, and that's how I got to know how awesome he is. A couple other special tribute by Mark Ledden, who is Tom Ledden's brother. Tom Ledden, of course, was a partner with Tom Petty in Mudcrutch, and his brother Tom Ledden unfortunately passed away this year, and they're doing a nice tribute to him. For those of you that have been around Gainesville for a while, you might know the names Nancy Luca. She's putting her band together. Rob Ellis Peck, who's great. Rob lives over in St. Augustine. I love seeing Rob. Danny Roberts, who used to be in Mudcrutch. Mike Bulware is going to be there. The Shambles, Charlie Sousa, which is a great brass band. The Lions of Jah, reggae set to Tom Petty music. That should be fun. And Shine and the Shakers. Shine is talent from Central Florida, and she's coming up to rock the house. Jeff Slate, terrific. If you haven't seen Jeff Slate, you'll really appreciate him. And there's a bunch of folks I've never seen. Hannah Harbor, Joe Crookstone, Daniel Champagne, Sue Ballingle. I haven't seen any of them. Keith Eveland. Paul Zallo wrote the definitive book on Tom Petty as far as interviews. Terrific person who's very knowledgeable as far as music goes. He's a LA cat who spent a lot of time with Tom while he was building his legacy. So anyhow, that's the Tom Petty. So where do you go if you want to get tickets? You go to tompettyweekend.com. And also, Meldon Law is putting together giveaways on our Facebook page. So just go to Meldon Law Facebook page and it will be there. And you can see there's all kinds of different packages we're giving away. There's VIP packages for the whole weekend where You get to go to private parties with the artists. You get all kind of perks. And it's $50 for the weekend for general admission. And the VIP tickets go up to, I think, $350 for the whole weekend pass, including a private party Thursday night. So check it out. We love the Tom Petty weekend and have been sponsoring it ever since Tom passed away, 2017. A couple other things. The Walk to End Alzheimer's this year. Patricia, my wife, and myself are again sponsoring or co-chairing and sponsoring the Walk to End Alzheimer's. There's tremendous research and development going on right now. And what's really cool is that there's new developments that I think are going to change the course of treatment for early onset Alzheimer's and dementia within the next 5 to 10 years. The Federal Drug Administration recently approved a drug. Medicare's now also approved it, which is a big deal because many folks over the age of 65 have Medicare, and when Medicare can pay for Alzheimer's drugs and eventually some dementia-related drugs, it's a big deal because nobody likes to have their loved ones slip away into another world. Their body's still there, but their mind's gone. So Patricia and I feel very focused on helping Alzheimer's. We care for Patricia's 90-year-old mother, who is great. She's full of energy. However, she's also suffering from losing her memory and a lot of her thoughts. So it's near and dear to our heart. If you want to help, go to alz.org/Gainesville, ALZ for Alzheimer's, .org, and just put in Gainesville, and you'll see how you can help. One of the best ways is put together a team at your office and let everybody get involved. Any donation is important, and we're really encouraging folks out there to get involved. It's at the Trinity Methodist Church, October 21st. It starts, registration's at 9. The walk starts at 10. And our goal this year is to raise $140,000. Meldon Law is contributing $10,000 for the walk to end Alzheimer's. A couple other big deal, the Battle at the Beach for Aubrey Hope. Family Tradition Construction has partnered with Phoenix Fitness to honor Aubrey Hope. She's a young child battling a rare life-threatening cancer for a second time. And we're focused on helping their family during this time. The annual Battle at the Beach weightlifting competition will be held at Eaton's Beach in Weirsdale, Florida on October 21st for the benefit of Team Aubrey Hope. The public's invited to come. Meldon Law is donating a really nice gift basket for a family of 4. And we're giving away Gators versus Seminole football tickets on November 25th. So go over to Eaton's Beach. You can Google Aubrey's Hope, AUBREY Hope, and you will be able to help out. Very, very emotional charity for someone who deserves our help. Another event on October 21st. October 21st. So we've got the Tom Petty Festival, the Walk to End Alzheimer's, the Battle at the Beach for Aubrey Hope, and the International Food and Music Festival, October 21st at Heritage Park. the International Food and Music Festival. Admissions free in Williston. Check it out. It's going to be a lot of fun, 11 till 4 p.m. And see what's happening. It's an off week for Gator football, so you're not going to be going to any Gator football games that weekend. That's why everybody schedules things on the weekend of October 21st. We have some exciting news. Our Florida-Georgia VIP experience was won by Chuck Barney III. We had a big contest. We gave away 2 nights at the Hilton Hotel on the river across from the stadium in Jacksonville, a dinner for 2 at Ruth Chris Steakhouse, a football signed to Chuck from Coach Napier. We also have a swag bag. We have tickets for Chuck to an early party before the game. So it's going to be a great time for the Barney family. So congratulations, Chuck Barney. We're getting ready to take a break here on Meldon Law and Friends. I want to thank everybody for listening to the announcements, because we think that supporting our local charities and local activities really makes a difference. And that's why we love living in North Central Florida, because we've got great people here, a lot of fun. We know how to have a good time and help others. We're going to be back in just a few minutes on Meldon Law and Friends.
Jeffrey, what are you doing?
Well, I'm joining the band, of course. Since Meldon Law is the official law firm partner of the Florida Gators, I want to help.
Dad, we're litigators. Let's stick to helping people in the courtroom.
Well, can we still hang out and jam a little bit? At Meldon Law, we won't back down.
I was going down a one-way street and a girl that was driving her car T-boned me on my scooter. I ended up going for an MRI and discovering that I had 2 herniated discs. Coming to Cary allowed me to not have to worry about what doctor I was going to see or what physical therapist I had to go to. They say, these are the people we trust. You're going to have a great experience there. And I honestly did each time.
Call Meldon Law. Your consultation is absolutely free.
I was driving behind a lady, and very suddenly she moved out of the way. There was a log laying in the road, and when I hit my brakes, I went on top of the log. I had 2 herniated discs. I just haven't been the same since. Jeffrey Meldon fought for me all the way. Him and his team really went there for me. Throughout the whole lawsuit, he made sure that my bills was paid. It was never no whenever I called him and asked him for something.
Call Meldon Law right now.
And I was in an accident. Someone ran a red light and hit me, and I was hurt. You don't know where to turn. Luckily, I called Jeffrey. These big insurance companies, they don't want you to win. They truly don't. But Jeffrey and his firm and the people that work here, they just really fight for you. You call the law offices of Jeffrey Meldon, because you're going to need help, and they will help you.
Call Meldon Law right now.
Hey, Sammy, look who's there. Say hi.
Hey!
You again.
Meldon Law, Jeffrey speaking.
Jeffrey!
Somebody else
hit us.
Here we go again. Welcome back to Meldon Law and Friends. I'm Jeffrey Meldon, founder of Meldon Law, and we have a great team of lawyers. We got 8 lawyers right now at Meldon Law with a big support staff behind us, and it's really fun serving the people of North Central Florida like we have since 1971. So give us a call anytime at Meldon Law, 352 373-8000, or just go to meldonlaw.com, and we will be glad to help you if you know anyone that's been in a serious crash, family, friends, whatever. We're glad to help you out. And we always help people out whether or not it's a case we take or not. So just give us a call, and we'll tell you whether or not it's the kind of case we think we can help you on. Again, meldonlaw.com or 352-373-8000. We have a terrific guest for us today, Annette Frederick. And Annette, it's our pleasure to have you on.
Thank
How are
you.
doing
I
today?
really appreciate you. Thank you for this opportunity. It's a blessing.
Well, good. I know you live in the Villages.
I do.
Yeah, but you've been around this area for a long time.
Yes, my dad came to Wildwood when I was 11 years old and opened up a church. And so I've been here that long.
So what was the Villages like when you were a little girl?
I looked to the right, it was a bunch of property and cows, and I looked to the left, and it was the same thing. So the only part of the Villages that was here was the mobile home park. So I've been here that long. It's been an amazing journey.
Yeah, I remember going to Villages in the 1980s, and it was, like you say, mostly cow field and a mobile home park.
Right.
And now all of a sudden there's like 130,000 people in the Villages, and it's a real community now.
Yeah, it's a blessing.
And what's interesting is it's certainly a retiree community with great times. I go down there every once in a while. I like the Performing Arts Theater there. What do they call
Sharon
it? The
Morris.
Sharon.
Yeah.
They call it the Sharon, right?
Right.
And I've seen some pretty cool shows at the Sharon, and what's amazing is the way it's all laid out with different squares and what are there, 4 major squares or something?
There's 3, and they're working on another one at the moment toward Finney. So yes, it's an amazing place. And I always tell people, they're like, there's old people there. I said, no, there's not. Do you see hardly any walkers? They're running past me every day. It's crazy.
Well, that's correct. I mean, there's some amazing athletes, people in their 50s, 60s, 70s, right?
Yes. They are. I'm telling you, it's definitely a community that's still very young. Even though they're in their 80s and 90s, they're very active.
Well, and that's why the Villages has grown so much.
I know. I'm excited about it.
So you're a kid, and tell us your journey to where you are today. What did you do after you finished going to school?
So I actually went to go get my nail license, and I accidentally got into the beauty business. I've always been very passionate about it. One thing you don't know about me, it's kind of funny, but my dad is a Pentecostal preacher. So, I have a hair salon, and they don't wear makeup. They don't color their hair. They don't even cut their hair. And then there's me. But the journey has been amazing, because when I became a nail technician, I opened up my own salon. So it was 1997.
Oh, wow.
Don't age me, though.
No, I'm not going to age you. And so how long did you stay in that facet of the beauty business?
I have been in business for 27 years. That's not the only thing I've done. I've also, I've been in commercial real estate. I did that for 5 years. So I've had a great life.
Oh, so you did real estate, you've done, you were nails, and then you transitioned from nails into beauty salon?
Well, I've always had a beauty salon, but I did not go to hair school until I was 36.
Oh, okay.
So it sounds weird. I've had a salon that long, but I was the nail tech. And then I had a dream of really rocking out some hair, and I needed to understand it. And so I graduated from hair school. And then then it's funny, I worked for Rusk for 5 years. I was a platform artist.
What kind of artist?
Platform artist.
Yeah, tell me about that.
So, that was so much fun. Aside from giving birth to my wonderful kid, That was probably one of the most amazing parts of my life. We would travel the United States, and we taught hair color, and we taught cutting, and that's so awesome.
So you worked for a company that produced those products, and you'd go around teaching?
Yes, educating. Yes, and I made such great friends and had a beautiful Rusk family.
Oh, well, that was the company you worked with?
Yes, Rusk.
Okay, I've heard of Rusk. And
You have?
yeah.
I'm impressed.
Well, one of my best friends owned her own hair salon for 30 years.
Oh, really?
So
Where does she live?
She lives in Gainesville.
Okay, all right.
And so she, just by being friends and getting my hair cut there, and we just talk about everything, Oh, I'm going to Orlando for a hair show, right? Isn't that where the big shows
It
are?
is the premiere. Yes. Yep.
And they take a bunch of the the stylists down there, and everybody would come back with all kinds of ideas. And
Right.
you were probably at the Orlando shows once in a while.
No, I worked them for, like I said, 5 years. I worked that show every year, and also New York. I mean, they sent us around the country. I didn't go internationally. I wasn't that great, but no.
You didn't even get to the Bahamas. So you've been in the Villages. Now, do you still have a salon in the Villages?
Yeah, I'm not on Village property, but I'm in Freedom Plaza, which is right next to the Brownwood Hotel.
Okay.
Okay, and so it's still rocking and popping. Thank God, right?
So tell us a little bit about your current business.
My beauty salon?
Yeah.
So what do I say? I'm just passionate about the beauty business. I'm very passionate about people. So it's been very easy for me to be able to serve the villagers and the villages, and I'm just very blessed. I hate talking about myself.
Well, I think it's important for folks to get to know you, to understand how passionate you are about everything you do, because we're going to move over and talk about your charity in just a few minutes.
Yes.
So you have a great hair salon. What's the name of the hair salon?
It's Hair and Nail Creations, and we do all kinds of hair, and we also do facials.
Okay.
I've got a great facial lady, and she's amazing. So that's what we do. We're serving hair, and we do the facials.
So what's it called? Hair and Nail Creation.
Yes.
And so if people want to make an appointment, how do they get a hold of you?
It's best if they message me or call.
And what's your phone number?
Okay, 352-330-4040.
And where are you located?
I'm located in Wildwood, Florida, at Freedom Plaza.
Okay, so Freedom Plaza is closer to the Wildwood, Sumter County area.
It's right in Sumter County.
Okay.
It has grown so much.
I've
so
been
excited.
practicing law in Gainesville, but I always served all of North Central Florida, so I used to go down to Sumter County.
Did you really?
Yeah. I mean, we're all North Central Florida, right?
I think it's time for you to go open an office over there.
Well, I think we might, So we opened up our we opened up our Ocala office a little over 2 years ago. And then about a year and a half ago, we opened up our Lake City office that serves, I-75 all the way down to the Villages.
You're rocking it out too, aren't you?
Yeah.
I'm excited. That's so awesome.
So we're the I-75 lawyers. Then we'll take care of you from the Georgia border all the way down to the Villages. And we have real people in real offices that you can actually come and visit with and see, and we want to meet you in order to understand what you're going through.
Yeah. Well, Meldon Law has always been a huge fan of BNI. And I was president of that recently, and then now my term is up. But Meldon Law has done a lot of great things for BNI, and I want to thank you for that.
Well, you're very welcome, and we feel like being part of the community and giving back to the community is even more important than how much money you make.
It is. It really is.
And so we're blessed that because a lot of wonderful people have chosen us to represent them, we always try to turn around and give back to the community because that's the right thing to do.
Yeah,
right?
it is. Well, I don't even feel complete like until I start doing charity work or give. For the last 3 years, COVID, that's a dirty word, but I feel like that has stopped us from doing great things in the community. Thank God everything's turning around so we can give back again.
Well, that's great. Well, and you come, from a family where your dad was a preacher. Right?
Yeah.
So that's kind of set the tone for the way you want to give back.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
So let's move over to something really exciting. Okay. The Breast Wishes Poker Crawl. Now that's a mouthful.
Aren't you going to come have fun with us?
Oh yeah. So we're gonna go have a party, and okay, I could read all this, but I think
You want me to do it for you?
I want Annette to tell us a little bit about what this wild-sounding party is all about. Go ahead.
Yeah.
You got the floor.
All right, so we're definitely on October 21st. We're doing the Breast Wishes Poker Crawl, where you're going to have an opportunity to go from Lake Sumter Landing into Brownwood, because that's where it's all happening. And we're doing how you can give. We're doing a silent auction. We're doing you can actually buy bras and decorate them, and that's real exciting.
Now wait, how do you know what size to get?
Well, I'm just going to go ahead and do the D's. I think big, not small.
No, I mean, are women supposed to buy their favorite bra and then bring them in to get them?
No,
Okay.
we are selling them. They're $25 per bra, and my team does not know this yet, but I have something to add to that table. I really want, and we have a meeting this Wednesday, but I want to see if there's the gentlemen that will, step up their game and wear the bras, because it's a contest.
Yeah,
for
why
your
not?
favorite bra, right? How
Yeah.
fun would that be? But I have not said anything to the team yet. But that was something I heard not too long ago, and I think that would be a lot of fun. But the biggest thing is the poker. We're doing the poker, and people enjoy that. And then I do want to talk about the who we're donating to, because that was huge for me personally. I don't want I want the money, 100% of the proceeds to go to help people. And so we picked the Florida Breast Cancer Foundation, and they've been in business, nonprofit, for 30 years. And this is what impressed me about them. I told my secretary, I said, let's pick 10 companies that we can donate to, right? And I called all 10 of these foundations, and Florida Breast Cancer helps all the other foundations. So I was sold. That meant a lot to me.
Oh, so they're a big player as far as
big.
Yeah. And what are some of their goals?
Well, they've already reached them. I mean, they help you with mammograms. They do a lot of breast cancer research. They also pay rent, because people don't realize if you've got cancer and you can't work, you need your rent paid. So they go above and beyond on so much, and they help the other companies. And I thought I don't know why I think that's funny, but I'm like, that's who we want to pick, right?
Well, so they must be a well-established, successful group.
They are.
And I'm sure that they, a lot of the proceeds go directly to people that need the help.
100%, yeah.
When I get calls from people that are fundraising, a lot of times I know that it's like a company that's paid to just raise money, and sometimes only like a third or 40 or 50% goes to the
You're right.
charity, right?
Yeah, I'm not playing that game.
Right. So we vetted the Florida Breast Cancer Foundation as a group that does incredible work. A large proportion of the money goes directly to the people that need it, plus the people working in the organization.
Right.
And in order to donate, let's talk about that. What are some strategies for people that either want to get involved,
Okay.
or get involved and donate, or just donate? So
Okay.
let's talk about that.
All right, I'm excited to talk about it. We are doing T-shirts, and you can get your logo on there. You spend $500, and you'll have your logo on the shirt. And we're doing koozies.
How many bras do we get for $500?
Let me tell you something. I'm huge on that. You're so funny. Oh my gosh, that's hysterical. So that's one avenue, and then we have a poker card, and we have about 500 that we're, creating, and you can get your logo on that.
So wait. Let's talk about the poker deal, because you said that's going to be a lot of fun. How's that work?
So they're just going to go around the Brownwood Square, and they get an opportunity. So all the restaurants in the Brownwood Square, they're involved, and you can go buy your card and have a drink. Got to support the restaurants.
Support the restaurants.
Yeah, and then we're going to end up back in Brownwood around 2:00 to play the poker.
Okay, so at 11 a.m. we meet at the city fire station in Lake Sumter.
Yes. We're going
Okay.
to meet there, and then they're gonna trail out over, because they take all the golf carts and they'll decorate their golf carts for breast cancer awareness, and then they're going to come to Brownwood, and that's when all that starts. For the poker crawl. So registration's from 1 to 2.
Okay. Right. So from 1 to 2, you register at the city fire station at Brownwood.
Yes, City Fire in Brownwood.
And so, if people want to go online and find y'all, what's the best way to do a search?
Facebook at this point. We're going to do an event on Facebook.
And it's going to be for what? Breast Wishes Poker Crawl?
Yes.
So that's what. Okay, so everybody listen up. It's Breast Wishes Poker Crawl. Okay, it's benefiting the Florida Breast Cancer Foundation, October 21st to the 23rd. There's a parade at 12 o'clock. The kickoff is behind Sonny's in Lake Sumter.
Right. And they're going to take their golf carts and drive the golf cart to Brownwood.
Okay, because we're in the villages.
I love the villages.
Everybody has a golf cart. I'm learning all kinds of things about the golf carts. I know you have to have them registered and insured in the,
It's very interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
And everybody wants to have the fanciest golf cart in the neighborhood.
I
right?
know. It's like, I feel like you pay so much for a golf cart, like, 40, 50 grand. It's hysterical.
I know the Rolls Royce,
Yeah.
I want a Rolls Royce golf cart, and I want, but it's cute because you have a lot of people, when you drive around the villages, you see more golf carts than cars, and that's part of the attraction, I think.
It is. And let me tell you something. These people that live there are very generous. They are all about, like this foundation. They're about raising money, helping people. And I think that's what I love the most.
Yeah. Well, most of the folks that have retired in the villages have been blessed and been successful in their careers, and that they have the ability to donate. And it's created a whole new city of people who are servicing the people moving into the area. So it's not, when you go to the villages, don't expect to see a bunch of people,
You're not going to see walkers.
Around. No walkers, right? No. Well, not only that, you'll see a lot of younger people who have jobs building the homes and servicing them just like you do. I know a lot of the women there, they want their weekly appointment for their hair, right?
No, the weekly is not really anymore that way. A lot of the women, they are very young with their hair, so they're going to come in for a hair color like every 3 to 4 weeks. So the weekly is done. Like we don't do the roller sets or anything like that.
Oh, so when I was growing up, my mother had a standing appointment every week,
Yeah,
right?
that was it.
I think
Yeah.
it was Saturday morning, and she loved it because all her friends would show up. And they'd sit around for like 3 hours hanging out,
right.
you know, just, I don't know, you know, whatever they were chatting about. And that's when, people had perms and people had.
Right. Perms are back though, but the
they
roller
are?
sets, no. You have to remember something. It kind of cracks me up, but I love it. A lot of the women there, their hair is very young. And you don't really know their age until maybe they might turn around and you see their face. That's about it though. They have young hair.
Right.
And they take care of their hair.
Yeah, if I'm trying to figure out a woman's age, I always look at her hands.
Oh gosh, I am. Oh, here we go. Yeah, hey, I'm not gonna lie, you're on point, buddy.
Because, hey, no, I've been around a long time, and I'm blessed with good genes. So,
You are, by the way. Just saying. I didn't ask your age yet, but I'm proud of you.
I just turned 79.
Okay. Rock it out. And you got a lot of energy.
And and I'm like traveling. I'm traveling all the time and working in the office all the time. And
don't stop. I feel like if you stop, then you're gonna die, right?
Yeah.
Don't ever stop.
Well,
keep moving forward.
My father never retired, right? And my grandfather never retired. My grandfather was great because talking about the poker tournament, he loved playing poker with his friends. And when he got close to 80 one day, he was playing poker with his friends. He reached into the pot with a chip and he had a heart attack and died. Okay? And I thought that was a pretty good way to go.
Hey,
if you got to go.
You're still active. Be active
and he was
until you die.
He was still working,
Yeah.
And so anyhow, let's get back to wrapping this up, okay? So Annette Frederick is here to tell you we're going to have a great time on October 21st, the Breast Wishes Poker Crawl. Go to the Facebook page, and it's to raise money for Florida Breast Cancer Foundation. It's going to be a lot of fun. Not only is there the poker tournament, but there's a $25 per bra donation. You can purchase the bra ahead of time at the City Fire Station in Brownwood.
City Fire, yes.
City Fire. And then, is that a fire station?
No.
No. I thought it was a fire
think
station.
You need to come to the village. I'm going to show you around.
Okay, I will. We're going to do that.
You and your wife.
And then the bra is due back on October 14th. This is going to be a blast because now, are you going to help decorate these bras?
No, I'm actually the one I'm going out and I'm getting all the donations.
Okay, but you have a team that's going to be decorating them?
Well, so when you buy a bra,
Yeah.
for $25, you're going to decorate it, bring it back to City Fire, and then that's when we're having a contest.
Oh!
So may the best person win. And my vision of this would get gentlemen to come and wear them.
Oh,
Think
okay.
about how fun that would be, right?
Yeah.
And then they get to go and...
Oh, so it's going to be just a fun party.
Oh, of course. Welcome to the villages.
That's right. Okay. I thought we were going to the fire station.
You're so funny.
And Annette tells me, no, we're not going to the fire station. We're going to a bar and restaurant. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
I get it now.
Which, let me tell you something real fast. City Fire, why I'm invested in them, both emotionally and business-wise, is because I did a veterans event, and we cut free hair, and they donated food for free. So I will forever be loyal to them.
Awesome. Okay, so Annette, again, is this the phone number here that people should give us a call?
Yes, it's 407-607-9475. Amy, she's been awesome. She's the one to contact. Of course, you can contact me at 352-303-2933, and I can help you with anything you need.
Well, it's been a pleasure having you on, and I'm going to come down to the villages,
You
take
better.
you up on your invitation.
You and your wife, yes.
Yeah, no, my wife Patricia would love it because she likes to make parties and have a good time.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
Well, I'm excited to have you
So-
guys, and I'll teach you anything you need to know about the villages.
So, again, October 21st. It's a Saturday, so you don't have anything scheduled. And we're going to have a great time. We're going to start off at the City Fire Restaurant in Lake Sumter at 11 a.m. The parade kicks off at high noon. And,
Yes, it does.
So thank you very much for joining us, Annette.
Thank you for having me. God bless you, by the way.
Well, thank you very much
for letting me talk about this, because it means it's very near and dear to me.
Well, we are going to rock. So
yeah.
We're going to have a good time.
We are.
Thank you very much for watching and listening to Meldon Law and Friends. And we'll be back next week.
All right, thank you.